W2FJH and TBSS.
N2BSS W2FJH. Hey there, Jeff. How's it going?
Hey Frank, I don't know if you came back to me or not. The other VFO fired up at the same time and wiped you out, but I see you on the dashboard.
Yeah, N2BSS W2FJH. Hey, Jeff. How's it going there?
Well, I was just gonna comment that I was having some issues with NetLogger, but it looks like it finally came back to life here, and I see that I'm checked in. I kept getting a dialog box about no check-ins, and had to keep hitting OK to make that dialog box go away.
Okay, yeah, that's a little odd. Yeah, I was reading when I started the net, they gave me an alert message because of Aries and Races net logs going on right now during the snowstorm. They had an alert saying that if your net's going to be going on longer than 6 hours to let them know. And I don't know if it was me reading the message there and you trying to log in at the same time. Maybe that caused the glitch or something, but uh, otherwise, I was chalking up to some glitch in the system there. So just by the way, this is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. We do have Google Meet up and running. If you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. And we also do have Discord up and running. So if you are part of the Vera membership and on the Vera Discord, you can find us in the voice chat channel. So back to you there, Jeff.
Well, I'll just go back to listening on the side here as you get ready to prepare for the net. Yeah, I just thought it was a little weird what was going on there. But then again, the Android app for NetLogger, the NetLogger companion, has always acted a little bit strange for me anyway. But it's all right. It's all good. I see myself in there now, so we'll hang out and wait for our turn in the net. W2FJH and 2BSS.
N2BSS W2KDC.
W2KDC and 2BSS.
N2BSS W2KDC here. I just want to tell you it wasn't you. I had the same problem with the NetLogger, and I have an iPhone, so it was something working on with NetLogger. W2KDC, I'll be clear.
Thanks, Dennis. It was probably as Frank described while he was busy reading a dialogue, and we were all kind of in a waiting spot there. All right, then TBSS going clear for till the net starts.
This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital Voice Net on Brandmeister Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet, YouTube, and Discourse. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in-and-out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 8 other stations checked in from NetLogger, so the net would like to recognize N2QFD Mal, K3BYC Carlton, N2BSS Jeff, W2KDC Dennis, N3OJP Mick, KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott, W2TXB Jerry, and N2NRA Cliff. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now.
This is N2QFD.
Yeah, N2QFD Mail. Were you a short time or just looking to check in there?
Here is N2QFD. Put me in as an in and out, Frank. I've been logging Skyborn for approximately 11 hours, and it's time to put the radio down for a bit, but wanted to make sure I said hi to everyone. Chemung County Areas pushed about 80 data points into the Weather Service, local meteorology, and our county EMO over the course of the day. And at this point, we've switched off our voice nets and are moving to asynchronous reporting for anyone who still feels like going out and measuring the snow. So, with that, we'll say 7-3 early tonight and wish everyone very well and hope it's a good net. Here's N2QFD.
Hey, thanks, Ramel, and thanks for stopping by and checking in there, and also thank you for running that for 11 hours there. So, yeah, definitely, maybe tune in, listen in, but get some rest there. So, all right, and anybody else that is short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power, please call now. All right, then let's open it up for any and all stations that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. Please call now.
Yeah, this is 830 Denny in Sarah, Pennsylvania. Good evening, Frank.
All right, and we picked up NE2W, Ed, from NetLogger, and also Net would like to recognize 830 Denny. All right, were there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements. Let's move in for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no questions either, and we'll move in for comments then. This one here is a pretty obvious one for this evening. The net topic was how are you holding up with the snowstorm? So top of my list is again N2QFD. Thanks for stopping by there, Mail. So we'll move on down to K3BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton in Darlington, Maryland. Well, good evening, Frank. Thanks for checking the net. Good evening to everyone who checked in. Well, my week, my day has been the same as everybody else's. The storm, which I guess is kind of a nationwide thing. Yeah, Maryland hasn't had this kind of severity for probably over 10 years, and not great big depth as far as snowfall, but the combination of sleet, freezing rain, and dangerous conditions. Um, I know I wasn't able to clean up my driveway this morning. Even though I attempted to do that while it was still going on, I managed to burn up a belt in my snowblower, so I put that back in the shed. That'll have to be repaired later, and maybe in a day or so I'll just do some cleanup the old-fashioned way. So there's really no place to go. Roads are not in good shape, and schools are closed. A lot of things are closed. Even the Army base is closed. Average proving ground, I know for tomorrow, at least other than essential personnel. So, and we're not going to get above freezing for probably about a week or so. So a lot of this is going to stick around for a while. So I know all the highway departments are, they'll do the best they can there, but it to make the salt effective, they could use some higher temperatures. But so far, the power has held up, the heat's working, and have enough food there. So I'm happy here. So we're in good shape there. So I hope all of you are doing well. So all I can say is please stay safe, stay warm. For those of you who've been in the Aries or Skywarn activities, thank you for that. My groups didn't do any activities for that. Our EOC did activate, but it did not include us. They did open up some shelters, but it's mostly law enforcement and highway departments and the power companies. That's all I have for now. Again, everybody, stay warm, stay safe. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, thanks there, Carlton. And yes, I was actually thinking of you earlier. I was thinking of everybody on the net there, and a lot of us are in the southern tier or the surrounding area. And I was like, oh, that's right, Carlton is way down there in Maryland. And I checked your weather down there, and I saw you were not just getting the snow, but you were also getting the sleet and the possible freezing rain. So definitely, again, stay safe, stay warm down there, Carlton. So. All right. I also wanted to mention that we did have John, KE2FFE, joining us through Google Meet. So I have you checked in there, John, as well. So moving on down the list to N2BSS. Jeff, how was your week?
All right. Good evening, Frank and the net, and to BSF here in Pennsylvania this evening. Not in the southern tier. I did want to go up to my place in the southern tier this past weekend. I even took Friday off work, but based on the weather forecast, we stayed home, probably wisely. Got quite a bit of dry, fluffy snow here. And I am checking in on my place via the security cameras, living vicariously through there. lens. I've got one of them. I have a snow stick in the in the field of view of the camera. And when I last checked at 4:30 p.m. in the daylight, it had about 9 inches, 8.5, 9 inches indicated on that snow stick. And yeah, I can't tell now because even if I turn the light on the camera, it doesn't put enough out on the snow stick, so to be able to read it accurately. So we'll catch it in the morning, see what we got, and go from there. So here in Pennsylvania, quite a bit of snow. It's kind of looking at the radar. Looks like it's going to wrap up, but there's another band probably going to move through. So I don't know, maybe around a foot, a little over a foot. Didn't really measure. Just fired up the snowblower, and it laughed. The snowblower laughed at that light, fluffy snow, and just shot it in all different directions. And I got the driveway dug out, and yeah, that way later on, with whatever residual we get, there'll be that much less to have to remove later. So that's about it on the storm from here. And you just can't call it the storm. You gotta use your broadcast radio enunciator voice. The storm. I don't know. The storm. Try it in front of a mirror a couple of times. W2FJH and 2BSS.
Hey, thanks there, Jeff. Very good there, in commenting on the storm. And very good there. Yeah, I basically did the same thing. Probably about 5 o'clock, I went out and I was like, well, I'm not gonna wait till it's all over with. I might as well get what we can out. And I probably ballparked about 8 inches. I don't know, maybe a little less. I didn't measure either when I went out and snow blowed, but I did notice shoveling off the sidewalk there. When I came back, it had a nice little thin layer again. So I did the sidewalk over again when I went back in the house. So, but yeah, hopefully tomorrow morning it's less snow for me to go snow blow again. So, all right, moving on down the list to W2KDC. Dennis, how was your week?
Oh, hi, Frank. Thank you for taking the net. I had a fine week. Nothing exceptional. Didn't have to make any trips to Rochester, so that was always good. Um, just really nothing more to say on that. As far as the snow, we just stayed in most of the day. My wife has twin sisters, and it's their birthday today. And so she had cakes to deliver. So we did venture out. Didn't have any trouble driving. Driveway hadn't been plowed yet. I don't do it. I have someone that comes to do it, and they hadn't come yet. But when we got out to the state highway, at the end of our driveway, they hadn't really plowed much yet either. But uh, anyway, we delivered cakes to my wife's sisters, and I'll take a quick break. As far as the rest of the snowfall, I just went out and measured because I had to report on a skywarn net out of Steuben County, Bath, and we had just 8 inches, which is more than enough, but it is still coming down fairly well. It's fine snow, but the fine snow does add up, so we'll see what happens when we get up in the morning. And that's my story for today. W2KDC, passing it back to you, Frank.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And tell the XYL happy birthday from me there. All right, and yeah, about 8 inches. That's about the same that I'm guesstimating. I didn't measure. I just got rid of it. And yep, still coming down, or at least from the Weather Channel, they said probably another 6 to 8, I think, overnight, at least for a week ago. So I figure I'll be rinse and repeating in the morning. So. All right, next on my list is N3OJP. Mick, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank. Everybody on the net here. That was pretty good. Of course, the talk of the town is this snowstorm. Highly unusual for western Pennsylvania. I'm in Beaver Falls, about 40 miles northwest of Pittsburgh, so this kind of snow is usually north of Interstate 80, not south. Well, anyway, a friend of mine, his son plays college hockey, and they were playing in Kent State last night. So that's just a little over an hour from us. It's pretty close. So we drove over to Kent State, and some friends of ours that live just south of Cleveland met us there. We had a quick bite to eat, and then we went to the game. So we got back home here about 10:30. There was no weather. The storm hadn't started at all, so it's a good game. And college kids really bang into each other. Unfortunately, my friend's team lost in a shootout, but he did score the tying goal in the beginning of the third period. And I've been out a couple times today, snow blowing. We got 10 inches. And there's more now. I'm going to go back out now. There's a couple more on the ground, so I'll try to stay after it. I got to be somewhere tomorrow morning, so not far, just up the road, but want to be able to get out. Because PennDOT comes down the road here, and, well, I don't know if I'll get mail delivery for a week, because they're not coming real close to the mailbox. So I had to shovel, I don't know, the pile was maybe 6 feet from the mailbox, and it was up a good 3 feet. So I'll worry about that tomorrow, but I got to get this driveway clean it again and probably again in the morning. All right, Frank. This is N3OJP. I'll turn it back to W2FJH.
Hey, very good there, Mick. And yeah, I actually got a new monitor for my laptop here, my home little setup, and so I do have Discord, I have Google Meet, I have a projector of OBS, and I needed something else for the third box there, and I saw that the Penguins game was on, and made me think of you while you were talking there. So I also do have the Penguins with Vancouver. Canucks there playing. So anybody interested? Penguins are up 1-0 right now. So very good there. I know, good for handling the snow there, and things are working out very well with you. I should have also thought of you when I was thinking of the weather there. That maybe the weather changed down there, but good it's just snow in your area as well. So. All right. Next on my list is well, actually, before I get to my next station, I see I'm a little bit over time there. This is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let me see if there's any additional stations out there. Would you like to check in this evening? Please call now.
KD3AJN. And M3DQD.
All right, and we have KD3AJN Anna and N3DQD Ray. All right, moving on down the list to KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week?
This is KC3WVX. I've actually had quite a bad week. I went to visit my dad last Saturday and found that he had passed away on Thursday. So, yeah, weekend was bad. I had to go through stuff. Of course, we had a viewing and a funeral to go through. Today, I didn't do winter field days because of that, but I did get to play on radio today. I participated in the Chemung County area Skywarn net all day, and I did make a couple reports. I found FEMA Aries was taking reports on their DMR talk group today, so I gave them 2 reports. Did a lot of snow blowing, and now I'm playing radio again. This is KC3WVX, back to net control.
Oh, hey there, Scott. I'm really sorry to hear about your father there, and I think I speak for everybody on the net that definitely let me know if you need anything, and our condolences. So then yeah, I didn't know that some FEMA or Aries or something like that they actually have some DMR going on there. I was listening to the Southern Tier Talk group most of the day. Of course, it was noisy with my 3-year-old around, so I didn't really announce that I was monitoring. But just listening, if anybody wanted to chat there, well, let us know what was coming down. But I didn't really hear too much activity. So, but again, Scott, please let us know if there's anything we can do to help there. So, all right, moving on down the list to W2TXB. Jerry, how was your week?
W2TXB, not too bad. I tinkered around a little bit with my hotspot yesterday. It's a cheap Zum spot that I've been using probably, I don't know, 12 years, something like that. I don't know, 11 to 12 years, and it's old, but it works. So I decided to do the YSF2DMR function on it and see if I could make it work. So after some playing around, got it working, and that's what I'm using now. So I'm operating a Yaesu FT5DR through that hotspot to here, to this talk group. So it's kind of cool. Already connected with a few other talk groups and figured out a couple of idiosyncrasies with using the hotspot, so it's good. As far as snow, I haven't shoveled much at all. I cleared the front porch and the sidewalk leading up to it, very small area. I'll drag the snowblower out tomorrow and just let it rip, get the whole thing done, and then shovel the deck, and hopefully it'll be good. Maybe do that later tomorrow or something. I'm now seeing in the forecast the snow is supposed to let up by early to mid-afternoon, so if that happens, we're good. I get out there and clean things up, make it all look and work proper, and it should be good. And I guess that's all I have for the net right now. Good evening. Good to hear everybody on here. I think it's my first time checking in ever, so W2TXB.
Hey, very good there, Jerry. And yeah, welcome aboard. Sorry, for some reason the call sign really rings a bell. I thought you've been on this net before. But just to let you know, a lot of information about this net and everything you can find at STNYDMR.net. And thanks for coming in through YSF. We also do have a WiresX talk group. I know you said that you have the FT5DR. There is a cord from Yaesu that you can actually connect into your PC as well. And then you would have access to all the WiresX rooms directly. Yeah, you're in Groton, so the Southern Tier System Fusion also has a room. I don't know that number off the top of my head, but maybe I can get it for you here. Yeah, their talk group number is 21424. This way you can actually talk into the Southern Tier System Fusion net as well. I think they meet at 8 o'clock on Sundays. So right after this net. And then also the Southern Tier STNY room 83721 is tied in with the DMR as well. So at any point, if you wanted to also come in through WiresX, you could as well. So, but welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping by here. All right. Next on my list is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is N2NRA in Waverly, New York, on the border of Pennsylvania and Bradford County. Condolences to Scott, and thanks for the DMR info that you sent me. And Carlton, I believe my brother is about an hour south of you in Annapolis and has experience in the same weather. Snow here, 7 relation to Skywarn. Mal, of course, yesterday was Winter Field Day up at Harris Hill, the club, and he was developing a spreadsheet for the Skywarn system as well. And so we got the snow blower out, and the snow plow went through a few times today, and so all's well with that. So we'll see what we have to shovel tomorrow. With that, we'll send it back to Frank and at W2FJH. This is Antoine Ray.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, actually, I think I got a memo as well from Bera. I think they were going to wrap up all of their winter field day actually at Copernic Observatory earlier. I think they were wrapping it up at I think they wrapped it up yesterday. Yeah, actually, the person who might know this is coming up next. So I'll hand it on over to NE2W. Ed, how was your week?
Frank and everybody on the net this evening. Yeah, Copernic, they wrapped it up Saturday. Didn't plan to do anything up there Sunday. They're up on a hill, and with the snow we got, I could understand why. Just a normal week. I guess you heard about the weather forecast all week long. We did make a grocery run on Wednesday to make sure we had enough food if we were stuck in the house for 2 or 3 days. And we have a foot of snow here in Binghamton, New York. I live in the city, right by at Shenango Park and at the Shenango River water level. And it's this fine flakes, but it's accumulating, but it's light. Watching the football, I guess we're going to learn who's going to be in the Super Bowl. And let's see, I guess that's it. I'll pass along my condolences to Scott and hope everyone has a good week and don't work too hard shoveling that snow. Oh, did I tell you the Southern Tier Fusion Room is on Wires X node 21424. Back to you, Frank, NE2W.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And definitely a smart idea to wrap it up yesterday and not continue into today. And also very smart on picking up groceries on Wednesday. We ended up picking up groceries. We made a Walmart pickup order on Friday evening, and we sat in the parking spaces for Walmart for over an hour. So I'm guessing everybody else had the same idea. So between we had a slot between 5 and 6 o'clock. We got there at 5:30. I don't think we left until probably about 6:45. There was plenty. We actually had to circle around a few times to try to find a parking spot that were part of the pickup lanes. So definitely would have been better for us to have done that on Wednesday. So all right, moving on down the list to 83O. Denny, how was your week?
To FJH and the group 83L. Pretty good week. Got to operate Winter Field Day. Went up on Saturday and had a pretty good time. This week I've been fooling around with free DV, kind of getting it working. Certainly got it working on receive. I'm not sure how the transmit's going, but it's it's kind of interesting. I don't know if anybody's played with it or not, but kind of interesting. I don't know if it's ever going to replace single sideband, but I've said that about a lot of, well, not exactly that, but I've said a lot of things about a lot of things that I didn't think were ever going to go, get caught on. But it's kind of neat, kind of interesting. Scott, really sorry to hear about your dad, and that's a tough thing to go through. So that's it I got from here, and everybody stay safe, stay out of the snow if you can. W2FJH, this is 83O.
Hey, very good there, Jenny. And yeah, glad you get to participate in the Winter Field Day there. Yeah, I was thinking like, wow, I didn't even have a topic of winter field day. I guess next week we'll have to have a topic to see how everybody did there, and just kind of the snowstorm kind of took priority, I guess, over things. So. All right. We did have KE2FFE John. He is joining us through Google Meet. But thanks for stopping by there, John. He did mention that he got stuck in 91 jail, and he was having difficulties getting out of it. So I will likely switch over to Google Meet after the net here and try to get John's hotspot back up and functioning there. 91 is a very active talk group, and a lot of times if you do switch over to that with a simplex hotspot, there's no gaps in between transmissions. So it's very difficult at times to also get out of it. So usually a lot of times you have to go into Brandmeister and actually forcibly terminate the calls, and then so you can get out again. So we'll try that after the net there. So all right, moving on down the list to KD3HAN. Anna, how was your week?
Hello, Frank, and everyone else on the net. Week was good. Just busy as usual, and this week we're planning to stay in a lot, I guess, because there's snow. We have over a foot of snow, and last I heard, it was still snowing out there. And it's going to be really cold this week. Send my condolences to Scott, and everyone have a good week. KD3AJN.
Hey, very good there, Anna. And yeah, definitely a smart idea. Stay inside, stay safe, stay warm. So, all right. Before I get to my next station, I'll also give Ray a moment so they can hand over the radio there. This is W2RJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let me take a quick pause here to see if there's any additional stations you'd like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. We did have KE2AUS Stephen coming in through NetLogger. It looks like he was disconnected for now, but I did have him on the list. I guess so. We'll see here shortly if he's still joining us or not. So for now, we will move on down to N3DQD. Ray, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FJH and the net from M3DQD. Well, it's a good week, as Anna said. We were not out. We were out a couple times this week, and then Anna went to visit the grandchildren for a couple days and returned yesterday. So that's what we've done in that regard. Want to pass along sympathy though to